Hey everyone, it's Michael Kikle. I hope you're doing well today, and I have a video here for Pirates of the Caribbean 4, which was not necessary, on Stranger Tides. Now, I've never seen this film or Part 5 ever in my life. When this movie was coming out and I saw the reviews from people like Jeremy Johns, it looked and it sounded and it received like total shit. One of the worst crimes about this movie, number one, Gore Verbinski didn't come back. You actually have Rob Marshall, who made movies like Chicago. Oh, God. And Mary Poppins Returns, apparently, too. Yuck. Anyway, I don't know how that guy got the job for this movie, but he did. So this is the thing. This movie is not a completely original script idea for a new... I'm assuming this was supposed to kick off a new trilogy of Pirates films, if I remember correctly. The biggest issue that I have is that they took a novel that, I'm not kidding, from what I understand, had nothing to do with Pirates of the Caribbean. If I remember correctly, it was around before that. I might be wrong about that, I'm just saying. But it was called On Stranger Tides. And they took that story, they adapted it to the screen, and they threw in Jack Sparrow. He's the only returning character for the film, and that is what this movie is. And you have all of this stuff about, Blackbeard, played by Ian McShane, from Death Race. And he has a magical sword and shit. I don't understand any of it. He has a daughter, played by Penelope Cruz, who has a relationship with Jack at somehow, some way. And by the way, Penelope Cruz, wow, dude, she looks so good in this movie. She is fine. I'm very much a Latina man and a British chick with, the British voice and glasses and all that. I'm very much into that type of chick. Penelope Cruz is not a great actress, but who cares? You know what I mean? Anyway, she's really fun here for the lines that she tries to perform. Johnny Depp is here as Jack Sparrow once again. He's always great, even in a terrible-ass movie like this. Yeah, I said it. Let me tell you, Blackbeard is cool. Jack Sparrow is cool. Penelope Cruz is very cool. But outside of that, I fucking hate On Stranger Tides. Everything that I assumed about this film and its dumbass plot about looking for the Fountain of Youth or whatever, all of that, the small amounts of supernatural mythology and pretty much non-horror in the movie, which is fine. I don't mind you sacrificing that for an adventure series. It doesn't always have to be creepy and scary and ghostly. The sacrifice of all of those things made me suspicious a long time ago about watching this movie, but now I'm firmly in the camp of this is, to me, the absolute worst of the series. And I don't care what anybody says, I wanted to go ahead and get this review over with because I never want to have to watch this fucking piece of shit ever again because of how awful it was. And yeah, I've already seen Dead Man Tell No Tales, and yeah, I get what people are saying about that movie not being perfect, but I think it's way better than this. At least that movie feels like Pirates of the Caribbean. This film doesn't feel like it in the way it looks. It's way too bright. You have a lot of mermaids and shit in here. You have one guy who's a really cool Christian character who I really like. He's just like a henchman of Blackbeard, if I remember correctly. Maybe he's not a henchman. I don't know. I forgot how this dude was tied into the story. But there's a Christian guy who is slowly falling in love with one of the mermaids. And mermaids are kind of considered a monster in this universe and kind of a commodity too, because you can make a lot of money off their tears and different things about them. The mermaid shit, I can't stand. I think it's so stupid. But I like that Christian guy character. I thought he was very well representative of us Christians out there. And watching him have to interact with Blackbeard and Penelope Cruz and all of those guys in the crew, I liked that a lot. I thought it was very well done in those respects. It's just the overall story. This movie is awful. I don't know how anybody could defend this film and act like it's good or pretend like it's good if they are. I genuinely don't get it. It infuriated me to the point that I was super worried about Dead Men Tell No Tales, even though that to me is way back to formula like it needed to be. Yeah, it's terrible. Now, you do have small characters from the previous films pop up in here. You do have Barbosa, who's still a human, who tags along for this adventure a little bit. And he has a missing leg now. He has the peg leg and everything, and that's kind of kind of weird as an addition. It's played up for comedy a lot in the movie. Same thing with the next movie, too. At this point, I'm firmly also in the camp. No more Barbossa. No more. I don't want it. I don't want any more. Even though I know he's in this film and I know he's in the next movie, I don't want it. I was done with that from the first movie onward. Great actor, Jeffrey Rush. But I just don't want any more Barbossa. I don't care how much the fandom obsess over this guy and think he's a big part of the... If you want to say canonicity, go for it. I don't really care. But I don't want any more Barbossa. I'm done. I'm good. I've had my meal. I'm fine. But he's back again, and he's in the way just like the rest of the movie, and I just can't stand it. So anyway, I don't have anything else of good or bad to say about On Stranger Tides. Yeah, it has some decent CGI, but to me, even the CGI here, with the Disney budget that it got, and being such a popular IP all these years, and most of my life, On Stranger Tides is so boring. It is so boring, and it's barely 2 hours long. I think it's the shortest of the movies, if I remember correctly. Maybe. I don't know. The next one might be the shortest, but I can't remember. With how short this was, it is such a drag, dude. This movie could have easily been like an hour and a half, and it could have cut out a lot of the extra shit that was just holding this movie down. That pulpy adventure feel, to me, yeah, it's obviously an adventure story, but I don't think it's got that pulpy feel that I like about the first 3 films, and even part 5, for that matter. So it's a big shame to me overall. The whole thing is just a mess. It's stupid. I can't fucking stand it. The last thing I wanted in Pirates of the Caribbean was a big focus on mermaids. I don't mind what they have in concept for mermaids, but I don't like what they did with them in this movie. They look like shit. The weird love story thing in here with the Christian guy loving a fucking fish woman. I think that is so stupid and so out of the ballpark in a way that doesn't even fit into Pirates of the Caribbean, despite all the weird things these characters do, the pirates themselves do, that are like henchmen and stuff. I can't stand it. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, On Stranger Tides, terrible movie. I absolutely hate it. It's, to me, as bad, if not worse, than the newer Mortal Kombat film. That's my opinion of it. So anyway, what are your thoughts? Put them down below. Thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. Catch you later. And goodbye. By the way, do you consider this the worst or one of the better Pirates films? Because I hear a lot of variation on the opinions about this. I cannot believe people consider Dead Men Tell No Tales worse than this movie. I can't. I cannot fathom how you could come to that belief. But there are people out there who think that, so it is what it is. Anyway, thank you all. God bless you again. Goodbye.